Hello everybody, my name is Leilani Lopez and I'm the author of the upcoming young adult paranormal romance, Devil's Heir. So today I'm going to be talking about my 2019 writing goals. I know it's a little bit late in the game. It is currently Monday, January 21st, 2019, and I'm barely talking about this. So, just to give a quick little update if you've been following my writing thus far. Last week I officially sent out copies to about 5 or 6 of my beta readers, so they currently have Devil's Heir, the second draft. This is the first draft, which I printed out. So I told myself I'm going to give myself a forced 3-week vacation. That's the deadline that I gave them, so it gives me about 3 to 4 weeks to incorporate their inputs, and then I have enough people who want to be betas that I'm thinking of doing a second round, which I am so grateful for. So yesterday it was raining, it was dark, I had lit a candle, I was trying to be productive. I was gonna do some okay, now I'm just getting on a tangent. Moral of the story, I knew I had to do something productive within these 3 weeks, right? Because I told myself I can't look at it, even though it's sitting right here. I can't look at it, I'm not gonna open it. So what am I gonna do? So I was like, okay, well, any rational next step of a want to be 2019 year full of hustle is draft the next book, right? So I started thinking about it, and everyone knows, every writer knows, sequels are hard. Sequels are super hard, and I already had such a still having, if I'm being honest, such a hard time with Devil's Heir because I pantsed it. I pantsed the shit out of this book, which basically means that I didn't plot a thing. I just kind of sat down and wrote, which is like a great skill and everything, but when you're trying to do, you know, a 100,000 word novel, especially in a series, you kind of need to know what you're doing, what's next, what's happening, whatever. So that's why I'm having such a hard time doing it right now, because as I'm editing, I'm just adding in chunks, and then I have to make sure everything else follows, add in chunks, make sure everything follows, delete, replace, whatever. So I told myself I was going to plot the second book to a T as much as I possibly can. Anyways, like, I don't know how some writers, they take 3 weeks to 3 months to completely plot their book, which is why their writing goes so fast. As a pantser, like, that sounds like a terrible time. Like, I just couldn't do it. Like, I don't know how they're able to plot without just writing, is what I'm basically saying. So as of right now, I'm still trying to just think in my head without putting too much on actual paper what the second book is going to look like, because I'm not going to give anything away, but how can I say this? Yeah, I'm not going to give anything away, but like I said, there's a lot more movement is what I'll leave it at. So there's a lot more movement in the second book, so I really need to sit down and plan all of those pieces. So what I'm basically saying is I wasn't quite ready to do this last night when it was raining and I had my candle and whatever. So I started thinking about this other book that I tried to write 3 or 4 times and I just totally fell flat. And I know that I'm going to self-publish this specific trilogy, but this other YA contemporary piece I feel like might be good enough or easy enough to try traditionally publishing, since that's always been obviously my like ultimate goal and dream. Every writer's dream. So right now I'm currently planning that one. Again, around 20 million, but you know how it is. So my 2019 writing goals consist of these 2 notebooks. So I have Good Vibes and I have my Make-A-Wish. So my Make-A-Wish notebook is everything that I have for my Devil's Heir trilogy. I put that little post-it note, that little pink one, to divide all my notes between the first and the second book. And then this one is my contemporary romance that I'm going to try to plan out so that I don't fail miserably for the 4th time, because in each draft I made it to about like 150 pages. So like at this point it should have been like a full-on completed draft, but it's not. So I wrote down all my characters, wrote a little bit of backstory, and the timeline for this piece, because I'm not going to say anything about it right now, but it's going to occur over a short amount of time. So I wrote down, there's a lot of traveling is what I'll leave it at. So I wrote down every single day of that short amount of time, where they're going to be, what's going to happen. So that right there already helped me out so much compared to my other drafts, because like I said, I'm a pantser, so I was just kind of making it up as I went along. So my writing goals for 2019 consist of these 2 books, notebooks. Yes, these 2 notebooks. So it is January, and I'm currently plotting and planning out at least 2 of them. Boom, boom, or book 2. And then, like I said, Devil's Heir is a trilogy, so whether I get to the 3rd book in that series, I have no idea. The first book took me I don't know, many months, because I started and stopped a couple times, so probably at least like 3, 4, 5 solid months of like actually just writing, like not including the space breaks that I took between. So I can definitely, you know, at least do these 2, the contemporary and then the 2nd book, within this year. Like without a doubt, I'm planning on participating in both Camp NaNoWriMos and NaNoWriMo in November, later down the year. So I'm hoping to do a lot. I'm hoping to do a lot because, like I said, I really want 2019 to be my year. I got my degree in creative writing, and what's the point of having a degree in creative writing if you're not gonna publish? So that's my big goal of 2019. At least those 2 pieces, more if I can, whether even if it's not the draft, at least the plot or getting the idea of the 3rd one. And whatever else comes along. Like I don't really know if I'm blessed enough to write, perfect, and get signed an agent for this contemporary book. They're probably gonna want to continue working with me, you know, which is its own whole thing. I could go on and on about that forever, but I'm not going to bore you because then I'll just be mostly rambling to myself, which is kind of what I'm doing anyways. So that is my quick little update of my 2019 writing goals. I'm plotting 2 for sure. I have 2 on the back burner, and many more. So we'll see. I'm super excited to finish this bad boy up and get it to you guys, and hope that you love it as much as I do, or at least will by the time I officially print it out, because I'm still working on it. And just thank you for following me, thank you for supporting me, and to my betas this round and the next round, I appreciate you so much, because I know this book is going to be much better than what I could ever do by myself. So I think that's all I have for you guys this time. I'm super excited, and I hope you're super excited too. Okay, bye guys.